Choose TU Dublin and you're choosing more than just your next step. You're choosing infinite possibilities with courses in business, the arts, science, engineering and more. You're choosing the path that suits you, from level 6 all the way to PhD, on 3 different campuses accessible any way you travel. Choose infinite possibilities. Choose TU Dublin on your CAO.
The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode 25 of Critical Hitmonlee. I am Devin, the DM, GM, and everything in between, and joined with me as always is David.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Hello.
Zach.
Heyo.
And the boy Duff.
Hey.
Boy.
So, last time you guys were finishing up your travels along Route 105 when you guys came across some metal grinding and screeching from these small ant creatures. It seems that they were being eaten and whipped by this very large anteater Pokemon. You guys decided to kind of take a step back in that and realize just let Mother Nature take its course, and you guys kind of walked off the beaten path with that and kind of hit back onto the trail. After a little bit of traveling, it started getting dark. You guys decided to camp off. Everybody kind of had their own thing to do, but most of you guys decided to play hide and seek with Tranquilizer as the seeker. So everybody went off, did their own hiding, kind of ran out and around, and Tranquilizer found mostly everybody pretty quickly, but ended up not finding. I can't remember which one it was in particular.
Melody.
Melody, yes. Wasn't able to find Melody. So Tranquilizer went off a little south and ended up running back into that large anteater-like Pokemon that was trying to nom on another small metallic ant. As Tranquilizer, felt the need to defend the innocent creature, it did battle with it. During so, Tranquilizer ended up glowing in this brilliant white hot color and evolving into an Olenton Noctowl. After the fight, Tranquilizer swooped up the ant, took it back to camp. Everybody did watch, along with also just talking and taking care of the ant. The ant ended up going its own separate way from the party, and we last ended off with the party approaching a sign into the town of Woodhurst saying, "Welcome to Woodhurst." What would you guys like to do?
I would like to go into that town.
Yeah.
Well, I'd hope so.
Yeah.
My past had wide berth, not even going.
Just be like, and just go around.
Just gonna walk in there.
Just walking in, kind of taking in what you all see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys walk past the sign, you guys just see a ton of trees. And within these trees, as you guys kind of walk closer into this town, you can see that there's windows built into these trees. There's doors as well as built into these trees. Some of the buildings have staircases along the side of it that kind of wrap up to the top of the canopies. And as you guys kind of look up, you can see actual tree houses that are built within these very large oak trees that are probably, I want to say almost sometimes 50 feet in diameter. Just these massive trees. They're not these tiny little dinky ones. These trees are huge. You guys haven't ran across trees that are this big ever. And as you guys kind of continue, you do see 2 large trees kind of stacked, and they kind of fold into each other and kind of come into an A. One of them has a red roofed building that you guys know is the Pokemon Center, and the one on the right, a blue roofed building, which you guys would know is the Pokemart. On the opposite side of the town, you guys do kind of come across another very large tree, probably the second biggest tree within this place. A very large sign on top of it that says the Buzzing Beedrill Inn. And it's got a very large beedrill on it. As you kind of like look along the tree, you can see honeycomb-shaped doors that look to have numbers on them, which you can assume is different rooms, and they're scattered throughout the tree. And then, of course, you see just other small trees here and there. But in the center of the town, you guys do see what is possibly the largest tree here, with a ginormous symbol on it with 2 crossed axes and a kind of sliding glass door, which you guys would assume is the Pokemon gym. To the right-hand side of that building, you do see like a very large kind of like bricked pathway, and it's the only pathway in here that seems to have like an actual path itself. And it leads kind of back behind the tree. And as you guys kind of peer around that corner, you guys can see a very large sawmill, and you see probably like 30 or 40 workers in there that are kind of taking these ginormous logs, kind of shoving these very large metallic hooks into them and throwing them kind of through like this very large buzzsaw. There's some kind of people that are like whittling some things, taking chainsaws and kind of cutting designs into this, just doing a whole kind of mishmash work of stuff. You do see a sign in the center of town that kind of points off into all these directions of where everything is. To the left, you do see a arrow that points to the south of where Woodhurst is, and it just says farm. But you don't see a farm in sight.
All right. Well, that's intriguing. I guess I'm down to go check on the farm.
Wherever you guys would like to go. It's all open for discussion.
Where do you guys want to go?
I say we
Anyone have-
check out the gym first, just to see if get any. I mean, we won't get much information, but maybe
Yeah,
see who
I'm
the
gonna
gym
check out
leader
the gym,
is
too.
and what hours they have and whatnot.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
You guys are going into the gym?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you guys approach the ginormous tree, the sliding glass door just... And as you guys step through, very similar in design as to the last gym, but you don't see like that glass floor with all the fish and stuff swimming in through. You wouldn't know what that is, unfortunately, Eric. But first time ever stepping into a gym, you do see a nice white marbled, kind of like this like yellow white floor. You see a PC kind of standing over in the corner, and a very large, muscly tank-topped man that's wearing a black kind of tank top with skin-tight blue jeans, these like really thick boots, and these small circle black glasses that are probably way too small for his head. You see kind of like benches and couches off to the left and right hand side. It's very kind of plain room, but you do see a very large glass door behind this gentleman, and if you tried to look through, you couldn't really see. It looks to be like fogged glass. And as you approach up, he goes, "Welcome to the Woodhurst gym."
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you all looking to participate in the challenge?
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
in my
But we have some
Eventually?
questions.
What kind of questions are you wanting to ask?
Trying to remember what can and can't be told about these things.
Well, pretty much, if you can't say it, he's just gonna tell you no. So
Alright. Can I ask what kind of gym this is? Like, when we went to Tea-Water, it was mainly a water gym.
There is no gym in Tea-Water.
Or not Tea-Water, Austin, I'm sorry. Still got the wrong place.
We do not talk about typings. You shouldn't even be mentioning it to me.
Alright. Well, how about when do you guys normally do these challenges? Like, is there a time? The last one, we couldn't do it at night, obviously.
That's pretty much all around the board.
All right.
Are there just one gym leader here then?
Yes, but this gym has a little bit different rules.
Oh.
Can we know
So,
that?
you have a choice of you can enter in with one friend or by yourself.
One friend or by yourself? Are you meaning friend as in trainer or friend as in Pokemon?
A trainer.
So it can be 2 trainers entering at once?
Da.
Oh. Okay. This is interesting.
Right?
Each trainer must choose 2 Pokemon to bring into gym. I am losing my voice by doing this.
That's a weird thing to say to us.
Do you need a cough drop, sir?
Huh.
No, good.
That's good knowledge to have.
If you choose to go in alone, is it still 2?
No, you will bring the regular 3. I just need to know before you enter in.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the group and be like, well, we've never really battled together before. I mean, it would be interesting, but I don't feel like we should just jump into it. So if we're gonna do 2 people, we might want to go at least try it out.
I was gonna say I'm gonna look super excited and be like, I like that idea.
I agree. I think it might be really good for us to work to have these 2-member sort of parties in a sense.
Yeah, because we do have a lot of different Pokemon, so we might be able to find matchups that work with our other teammates' Pokemon.
Exactly.
Huh. Well,
I'm gonna
So we
look
can try
back
that
at the tall dude. You said there's not. It's around the clock. Does that mean we can come in at any time for the challenge?
No, you're saying it was
7
around
to 7.
it's around the clock that everyone doesn't do at night.
yeah.
Oh, got it.
So, like, all gym hours are 7 to 7.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Hmm.
So who's the gym leader here?
He points to a sign that's, like, right next to him, and it says, Gym Leader Jack.
Is there a portrait?
There is not.
I'm gonna be like,
Jack.
Whether it's your first step on the property ladder or your first place with stairs, from new builds to rebuilds, a new home is one of life's biggest moments. And we all know life doesn't always go to plan. That's why at Bank of Ireland, our personalised mortgages can change if your life changes. When you're ready to make a move, we're ready to make it with you. Bank of Ireland. Begin. Lending criteria, terms and conditions apply. Over 18s only. Mortgage approval subject to assessment of suitability and affordability. Bank of Ireland Mortgage Bank trading as Bank of Ireland Mortgages is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland. At Bank of Ireland, you don't have to talk face to face. Our mortgage team are happy to talk FaceTime to FaceTime and give you all the info you need. From how to get started to how much to save. FaceTime our mortgage team to talk about a personalised mortgage that's right for you. When you're ready to make a move, we're ready to make it with you. Bank of Ireland. Begin. Lending criteria, terms and conditions apply. Over 18s only. Mortgage approval subject to assessment of suitability and affordability. Bank of Ireland Mortgage Bank trading as Bank of Ireland Mortgages is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
is he a lumberjack?
Boo!
He just stares at you like... and he just shakes his head. He's just like...
Is Jack around?
What?
Like, is he working out back? We noticed there were people working out back.
Jack runs the sawmill behind the place.
We should go see if he's there. Just say hi.
He kind of like looks down at his watch. He's like, they take lunch break in 30 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
Oh. I got another question, not for the gym, but just in general. You see, what's with the farm? What is that?
This a farm. He raise Pokemon.
Ooh,
Oh, a Poke farm, not a food farm.
Mostly, And he kind of like brings his hands out into like an oval. He goes, the sheep.
oh,
Um,
Massive bull. Two.
Two bulls?
Massive.
Different types, massive bull.
Oh, massive bull. I thought you said massive blue. I was like, oh, I don't want to be part of that.
Visible
all right.
confusion.
Well,
So, is that typically what's done in Woodhurst? Is just the Pokemon farm and the sawmill?
We're known for export of wood and supplies.
Also, I have a question. Is there, with you being knowledgeable of this area, is there any place that trainers like to kind of meet up and possibly like battle each other?
practice.
Small ring behind the center.
Center? Okay.
Small rig. It's like a download thing. So we talked about Fight Club.
But yeah, it's like pretty much what he says is like that there's a small little arena like behind the Pokemon Center where people can take like one-on-one battles.
Only
Or
one-on-one
2v2.
battles?
Well,
Yeah.
or like one
Just
trainer versus one
sanctioned
trainer.
battles.
Yeah, just actual sanctioned battles.
Gotcha. Okay. So, we have any more questions for him?
No, I'm pretty much gonna go figure out everything else I want after this.
Okay. Because I want to...
I'd be interested in seeing what's in the Pokemart and then going to talk to Jack.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was wanting to like kind of scope out and see if there's any people behind the center as of right now. Not really fight anyone, but just kind of like see
I was
the
gonna go check out the
possible
farm.
competitors.
I will go. Yeah, I mean, if we want to split up, I can go with you to the farm.
We have time. Like,
we're
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
wanna talk
what I was
to
gonna
Jack.
say. We don't have to split up necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a half an hour until he goes on break, and then the break is probably only like a half an hour to an hour at most. So by then it's gonna be like 2, roughly. We can go check out the farm in the afternoon, technically,
Yeah.
if wanted.
Alright.
And train the night away.
So let's go hit up the Pokemart and the Poke Center then.
Yes, sounds good.
All right. Wanna
As
say
we
bye to
leave,
that
I
guy?
wave. Yeah, I wave to the guy and be like, "Bye. We'll be back eventually.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye."
And yeah, you guys
Doesn't
exit
take
out the
offense to
doors,
that at all.
Vidania.
saving my throat.
Actually, now that you mentioned it, I go back.
So as you guys leave, and he locks the door. No. But as you guys leave the Woodhurst gym, you guys are heading over to the Pokemon Center?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and as you kind of walk over towards the large kind of like A-like tree, on the left is the Pokemon Center, and the other one is the Pokemart. So you go ahead and walk over to the Pokemart, correct? Or the center?
I think we were wanting to check out the mart first for items, correct?
Yeah, I don't think anyone needs to stop by the heal right now. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't need healing.
So yeah, as you walk over towards the very blue roofed tree, you step in, door kind of slides, and yeah, you're meet with an array of different items that are kind of everywhere. Behind the counter is a rather large, very tall and lanky, skinny man, shaggy black hair, blue apron with a white Pokeball in the center, wearing long, kind of like a bluish white button up with black slacks. Hi, how are you guys doing? What are you looking to purchase?
What you got
Going
to
good.
purchase?
I have some basic things right now. Have you guys taken on the Woodhurst gym yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so I have limited items for people who have not completed the gym, and then I have extra stock for once the gym is completed. So my current stock is I have this Pokeball, a Great Ball. He has multiple of these, but these are just like he's just kind of naming them off. I have your basic healing potions. I have this stone. and you see it's a kind of like a brown, almost rock with a leaf in the center. He pulls out and he goes, "This is a revive," and you see like a kind of star, a small star piece. And then I have this, and he kind of pulls out a very large pail. It looks to have like the face of a blue Pokemon, with a very large like yellow underbelly with a very large mouth and two little fins kind of coming out the side.
Oh, okay.
And this is a Whelmer pail, and he kind of puts it down. He goes, "This is what I have just currently. If you come back when the gym's completed, this kind of opens up to you." And he kind of gives you like a little teaser as he kind of like looks around and kind of like looks up at like the camera that's in the corner of the room. And he puts down a very nice emerald colored ball with two axes that kind of cross at the top. And he goes, "This is a Woodhurst ball." And he kind of places it back down underneath the counter. Because that's just one of the items that opens up.
What kind of ball does the Woodhurst ball, help you with? Because is it like better than a great ball, or is it like?
Unfortunately, I can't disclose that information until the gym's completed.
Fair enough.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
familiar with the Walmart pail or this brown rock. Can you explain their purpose to us?
Yeah, so this stone is a leaf stone. So there are certain Pokemon that require the evolution of stones. This just kind of does it for them. The Whelmer pail here, pretty much is if you have berries and you're going to be in an area for a long period of time, that helps them grow faster. So very nice if you plan on settling roots down somewhere.
Or coming back somewhere.
Exactly.
Okay. How much is the Whelmer bill?
50 Pokken.
How much is the revive?
500 Pokken.
You see my eyes like gloss over, and just like I passed out, and I'm like,
Shoot.
How much was that again?
500 Pokken.
Gloss over again. Yep. Nope. Well, guys, I only have 33 Pokken, so if you need something and it's within 33 Pokken, you can have it. But that's all I got.
So, and he kind of tells you the prices of everything. So the basic Pokeball is 25. The Great Ball is 35. The Potion is 50. The Leaf Stone is 200. The Revive is 500, and the Whelmer Pail is 50.
And talking about this, I want to look over at Lucas and be like, "Wait, Lucas, I didn't give you anything for giving me that ball to catch Vermilion, did I?"
Nah, but it's fine. You can pay me back later. I'm sure I'll run across some Pokemon that I'll fail to capture the first time, and we'll have extras. It always happens.
Okay.
'Cause I just
You're okay with it. I just didn't want to cheat you out of a ball, because I think it was a great ball, wasn't it?
It was, but that's what we're here for, man. We're all friends and we're all in this together.
Okay.
I want to look over I'll look over at Lucas and then back at this straggly manager dude and ask. So, I mean, he was interested in the revive. Since that's such a steep price, we heard that you guys do a lot of like wood imports and exports here. Is there like other ways of making some money around the town?
I think the sawmill usually does a lot of labor work. They usually hire temporary labor for either chopping wood or hauling things off. Watch you. Ooh, dust.
Sawdust.
Chopping wood,
Yeah.
hauling things, kind of like your just basic manual labor kind of stuff. And I think the Beedrill Inn usually hires for like cleaning service and stuff like that. So
I'll look over at Lucas again and ask, how about the farm? It sounds like they do some Pokemon racing.
Oh yeah, I'll take
Lucas,
note of
maybe
that.
you'd be interested if they had work.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah, they may. I don't know. They're like a part of Woodhurst, but they're not at the same time. They kind of do their own thing. Not to say that they're bad people or anything like that. They just handle their own business because they're outside of town.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Would you know if the healing center would require any assistance?
Nurse May usually has everything under control, most of the time. Some trainers kind of come in and out of here, but not too many. I mean, I haven't seen a trainer walk by here in probably a little over a week now. It was the last time we had a challenger. Yeah, it's very sporadic. So it's kind of hard when it comes to helping out the center.
Sorry, I like raise an eyebrow and be like, do you by chance remember what the trainer looked like?
I do. Let me pull up his description. Oh my god.
Boom, boom.
Let me see.
People don't become successful by accident. You've got to know what you want. So take off your shoes. Sit down. Reach no further than your tablet. Type in Skoda and you've won. Smile about doing less while some other guy is doing loads. Yawn like you've never yawned before. Smile again about the offers from 0%. Then configure your perfect car and fill out the easy online finance application. It's never been easier to be successful. Finance provided by way of hire purchase agreement from Volkswagen Financial Services Ireland and subject to lending criteria. Terms and conditions apply. Visit skoda.ie for further information.
Every day we spend lots of time considering our options. Consider AIG, the insurer that will provide savings on great value car insurance. Like right now, we're giving a 20% discount when you buy online at aig.ie/car. Normal underwriting acceptance criteria apply. Minimum premium of €330 plus levies apply. Applies to new AIG direct car customers only. AIG Europe SA is authorised by the Luxembourg Ministry of Finance and supervised by the Luxembourg Commissioner for Insurance and is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland for conduct of business rules.
He's kind of... let's see here. I'm trying to find his... yeah, so he wore a beanie. It had a Pokemon face. I think it was like this light brown kind of colored beanie. It had like a Slakoth face on it. He kept saying that it was like his spirit animal or whatever. I don't know. He's kind of a weird kind of kid. He wears like a sleeveless shirt that's kind of like split down the middle. One was like this aqua blue and the other this purple kind of color. He wore what looks to be like gym shorts almost, that kind of came down to his knees, and just kind of like these basic running shoes. Very long blonde hair that kind of just stuck out the back. Green eyes. Probably around your guys' age, but a little bit taller than usual.
I don't think we've met that person yet.
Doesn't sound familiar.
I like look back at Manager and be like, man, you really remember your starts with a P,
Patron?
Yeah.
I mean, I like to take account for everybody I run into, especially interesting folks like yourself. Some of you are very hard to forget, and he kind of looks over at Lucas with fiery orange hair.
Yeah.
Or red hair, excuse me.
Not at that, like, trying to go into... Well, do you remember his name then? Maybe we ran into him.
Let's see if he remembers the name. I think he said his name was Cal? C-A-L. If whoever's taking notes for that.
Cal.
Could be short for Callum, but yeah. Interesting.
We'll do Callaway.
Galele.
No, baby.
But he was one of the first trainers that's been around in a while to complete the Woodhurst Gym Challenge.
Oh, so he completed it.
Cool.
Do you happen to know what Pokemons he has?
I do not. He didn't bring them out. He didn't have them out and about.
But possibly a Sagoth. With it being a spirit animal. Possibly.
Possibly.
Deduction, such. But
No, I'm good. I don't have any more questions.
I'm good too. I don't think I'm going to buy anything yet.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the time, and it's always nice to talk to new and friendly faces.
Same to you.
Perfect. Well, enjoy your guys' stay in Woodhurst. If you need to stay anywhere, I recommend meeting up with Quentin over at the Beedrill Inn. He's kind of like the manager there.
Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Take care, and come back soon.
Thank you.
Do. Okay. Well, as we leave, I'm going to be like, well, I guess from the sounds of it, there's not going to be very many trainers. So, I guess we can just head to the lumber mill if you want.
Oh, okay.
Peer around the back of this and see what the arena looks like then.
Yeah, we could check, I guess.
Yeah. As you kind of go around back, you see kind of like a raised platform that kind of starts off at the base of like where the tree is, and it kind of slowly begins to kind of come up, and it's kind of just built above like the ground originally, and it's kind of got some bleacher seats around it, 2 sets on each side, and you can see just one end of an arena, and it looks like just like a dirt kind of plateau, and it's like outlined in like white paint and stuff like that.
Nobody on it?
Currently no, but as you guys kind of look at it a little bit closer, there's noticeable like burn marks or scorch marks from something.
Okay, so it's been used.
And you see that some of the ground looks to be like as somebody dug into it almost, like in certain spots.
So there's burn marks. That means there's fire-type Pokemon around here.
Trainers?
Well, at least we have a place to practice. Perhaps we could do some training if we were going to do partners.
Oh yeah,
That way
definitely
we
try
get-
a double battle.
Get better.
Yeah, that's a good idea. How long do you think that's taken, Devin?
What?
Talking to Walmart and
check.
everything.
Yeah, it's probably been close to 30 minutes, and as you guys are kind of sitting around the bench, you hear a of like a whistle, like a very large and loud one.
Sounds like lunchtime. I say we head over there then. Kind of like that.
Find Jack the lumberjack.
Kind of like that.
Find Jack the lumberjack.
So you guys heading towards the lumber mill?
Yep,
Yes.
head towards the lumber
Yeah.
mill.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys kind of begin to make your way over there, kind of following that brick path, you just see kind of a bunch of people just scattering, wearing these like green hard hats, bright orange and yellow vests, kind of wearing long sleeve shirts, pants, very thick boots. You kind of see them kind of scattering off, finding nearby stumps or whatever like that, and kind of opening up their lunch boxes and kind of beginning to munch.
I'm gonna lean down to Clayton and be like, "What was his name again?"
Jack?
Jack. Okay. And I'm just gonna yell, "Jack!" Or, "Hey, Jack! Are you here?"
In response
And as
to
you-
him... sorry. Taking the
No.
breath, I'm gonna plug my ears, but...
Oh yeah. And as you yell, you just see all the workers just stop and stare at you. And then they go back to eating.
None of them answer me.
Nope.
Oh, guys, I don't think he's here. I feel like he would have answered me.
Does it look like there's someone like in charge walking around near the mill?
Make a perception check.
Okay. What's my modifier? 16.
You don't see anybody walking around as if they were in charge, but you do see like a wooden sign that's kind of dangling down from one of the entryways, and it says manager's office, and it kind of points off.
I just look at Lucas and point toward the sign and then shrug my shoulders.
Sounds perfect to me. Let's go try it. He's obviously not here. They definitely would have answered me if Jack was here.
So you making your way towards the office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and as you kind of approach up, walk kind of following the arrow that leads to the manager's office, you see a very large wooden sign that says, you see a very large door with a kind of window cut into it, and then you see a sign just below the window that says, Jack, underneath manager, please knock before entering.
Does this Jack have a CK or just a K?
CK.
Okay.
I knock on the door.
Yeah, and kind of you give it, the kind of wait a couple seconds. 30 seconds passes. You see a very large, probably pushing 7 foot tall figure kind of approach up to the door and kind of like opens it, and he goes, "Can I help you?" And you see like almost 7 foot tall man, just grizzled bushy brown beard that kind of hangs down to the center of his chest, bright green eyes, wearing a kind of like a beanie that's completely gray, a very large and long red plaid shirt that's kind of rolled up to his elbows, revealing that like just massive arm hair along his forearms, and he's wearing these very denim blue jeans and these brown work boots, and he's got a kind of just a belt with a very large buckle on it. Suspenders kind of holding, or excuse me, he wasn't wearing the brown belt. He has the suspenders that are attached to his pants that are kind of keeping them hoisted up. And just, again, bright green eyes staring right back at you. And he's kind of got this very thick nose that kind of is almost just encompassed by his massive beard. And he goes, "Can I help you?"
I put my hand out for a handshake, and I say, "Hi, my name's Lucas, and we're here to challenge you to a gym challenge eventually."
All right, well, kind of in the middle of work right now.
Right. We just wanted to come say hi.
All right. Hello?
I'm like, I have the urge to tell Lucas it's a bear, see if he'll hug him.
I mean, he's massive.
Right,
I can definitely see that, but I can tell that's human.
Okay, man.
Well, I guess that's pretty much it. We kind of stopped by the Pokemart too, and they said that you guys, if you guys ever needed help, you guys hire like part-time help. So if you need some help, we're willing to do that too in the meantime.
All right.
That's pretty much all I got.
So you interrupted my lunch, my only break in the day, just for that?
So,
if you put it like that.
Yeah, when you say it like that, I feel kind of bad now.
When trainers come in that challenge you, does it not interrupt work?
No, usually they schedule times with the man.
Oh. We asked him if you were around, and he said you had a lunch break. So we kind of just figured maybe it was okay, but apparently it wasn't. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Well, that's pretty much
he just stands there, like, he doesn't show a lot of emotion. He kind of just is like, he's kind of awkward almost about everything. Like, he doesn't seem awkward himself, but he just overall emanates awkwardness.
Is he blocking the doorway completely, or would it be possible to see?
He's taking up almost the entire door frame.
Okay.
He actually has to bend his head down a little bit to fit through the door.
Interesting.
What a big dude.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He probably like dwarfs us easily.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if that's it, I'm good, guys. I don't have anything else to say. Like,
Yeah, pretty modestly, just like kind of slight bow and say, "Well, thanks."
No worries. Just schedule a time with Brick. If you're looking for work, and he kind of points over to one of the guys, who you can now see a lot scrawnier of the rest of the workers, but he's holding kind of like this clipboard, and he's kind of like walking around. It looks like he's taking notes or doing something. And he goes, he'll tell you what to do. He'll kind of get you on for temporary work for the day or evening or whatever he needs done.
When is the sawmill hours?
Let's see. We usually start work about 4 a.m. and then we usually stop work about 5 p.m.
Okay.
all right.
It's construction work hours. That's what I work every day.
Long hours.
So, yeah. Any other questions?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Guess we'll let you get back to it.
And he just stands and goes, all right. He kind of like tucks his head back in underneath and closes the door.
That dude big. Well,
So, what kind of typing do you think or what Pokemon do you think he's?
I would probably go with Pokemon that can cut down a tree with a single swipe. Probably a Scyther, and then I just have that one drop of sweat go right down my neck. They give Clayton off.
Who needs a Pokemon when he can do it himself?
Yeah,
Right.
We just go in there, we just fight him.
Hold on, man.
I mean, given his size, he could be someone who's different and goes with ground.
Or with him being in the logging, he might need more strength, so it might be fighting. But this is all just guessing, to be honest.
Or he could be a big softy, and he uses nothing but fairy types.
Who knows?
It's all a front for his
He hears all
awkwardness.
this from outside, he just like opens the blinds, he's like, get off my property.
That's why he was awkward, dude. He's just hiding it deep in his soul right now.
Well, if there's nothing else to do right now, I'd say go check out the farm or maybe some other stuff, yeah.
I'd be down there. Just go ahead and see if train, like, see if we
I want to go check out the farm.
Yeah, dude, let's do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was two options I could think of: go to the farm, or we can start training and getting better.
Yeah.
But I mean, picking new Pokemon up, or just training our current.
I'd like to see what this place does differently from my place.
Yeah.
So I say we head to the farm.
I can agree with that.
Cool. So yeah, you guys kind of come back towards the center of town. Begin making your way south, almost out of Woodhurst. You can kind of see like this man-made path. It kind of goes through like all the trees and stuff like that. And as you approach and go through, you probably walk about 20, maybe 30 minutes outside of Woodhurst until you're met with a very large sign that says, very haphazardly put together, literally says Richard's Farm. It looks like somebody just kind of used a knife, kind of carved into some wood, and then just stuck it into the ground. But you see a very large and massive, like, open field with different sorts of Pokemon that are kind of gated and, like, corralled into these separate pens away from each other. A very nicely made log wooden cabin that's kind of attached to the side of it. Large stable towards the back, and you can see kind of like little kids kind of like running around the farm. Exactly 3 of them.
Go see if I can't, wave and get someone's attention just to, like, in a non-threatening kind of way. Just see if I can get, figure out who runs the farm.
Give me 1 sec. Yeah, as you're kind of like waving your hand down, the little kids don't even seem to be looking in your direction. They're kind of like running off. You see 2 girls and a boy. The boy seems to be chasing the 2 little girls around, and they kind of run off, and they kind of go off behind the house without even paying any attention to you.
Well, there with that idea. What do you guys think? Just go up to the door and knock on the door?
That would probably be the nicest thing to do, and not rudely bust in. But yeah.
Right. So let's go up to the door and knock on the door then. That's what I'll do.
Okay. And as you kind of approach this very large kind of log cabin, it kind of comes up to this very wide open porch that kind of wraps around through the rest of the house. And you kind of knock on the nicely made wooden door, and another large man kind of approaches, but he's kind of got like a major 5 o'clock shadow, deep tan skin, and black hair that's kind of swept off to one side. These dark brown eyes. He's kind of wearing just a plain white t-shirt, and you can kind of see some sweat stains from it. Wearing denim jeans and some work boots. Can I help you?
Hi, my name's Lucas, and these are my friends. We just made it here to Woodhurst, and we're kind of just walking around, seeing what the town has to offer. And somebody told me this place is kind of like a Pokemon, no, I wouldn't say breeding center, but you guys take care of Pokemon here. And
I take care of mine.
Oh, so these aren't other people's?
No, this is my farm. I run this place.
Oh, what do you guys do around here?
I farm. I take care of my Pokemon.
Guess that was a little vague. It said that you kind of primarily outside of town because you guys do your own business. What kind of business do you guys do out here? I mean, you guys just like sell. They said you had sheep. Do you shear the wool or?
Yeah.
I'm very talkative. Well,
is there something that I can actually help you with, or?
No, we're just kind of looking around. We're just gonna say hi and see if you needed any help or anything.
Nope.
Well.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got then. Well,
right.
I guess
Are some of these sheep Pokemon around?
As you kind of look over, you can see like these tiny, just massive wool Pokemon. Like just white fur that just encompasses almost their entire body, small black faces, and you just hear "Woo!" as they kind of all begin to just roll in unison, as they kind of all kind of form like different circles and stuff like that, and then stop and then begin to eat. On the very far side, you see a massive yellow bull with these kind of 3 kind of indents, or excuse me, gem like structures in their heads, and they seem to be kind of like smacking and hitting each other. But you do see just a singular bull that's by himself, brown, almost complete brown fur, and these very long horns that kind of protrude out the side with these yellow rings around it. And the fur on top of its head is a lot thicker and denser than the rest of the fur on its body. And it seems to be just that one in one singular pin. You do notice, though, that out of the yellow bulls that are there with the gemstones in their heads, each one of them has 3 tails. And one of them seems to be kind of sitting off to the side and is eyeing the massive one with the kind of tuft of fur, with the afro, yes. And it just seems to be and they seem to be almost eyeing each other down.
Well, I mean, if these are his, I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do.
I mean, yeah.
If you guys have any questions, go ahead.
Oh no, this was all you. Like,
That's pretty much. it's not what I thought it was, so I'm pretty much good.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. If he doesn't want any help with anything or doesn't need any help with anything, then I mean, that's pretty much it.
Well, this town is about as lively as Osco Town, so seems like we need to just do our own training.
Is there one of these sheep like close to like a fence or like out in the open?
Or ramming into a fence?
like they're all kind of like the amount of sheep that there are, you can't even count them. Like it's a massive amount.
Oh wow. Well, because of how fluffy they feel while we're leaving, I want to try the pet one.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of put your hand out and feel it, and it's the softest thing you have ever felt in your life. Like, just to the touch, it's like a pillow.
Hug it.
It's through a fence, so good luck. But yeah, you kind of begin to reach your arms out to kind of grab it, and you just hear, and it just begins to roll backwards.
That's better when that's better than I thought I was going to hear.
That's
I thought I was going to hear,
adorable.
"What are you doing to my sheep?"
Yeah, right.
He's just kind of staring, and he's kind of just like, why are these kids on my property? He's kind of has that look on his face.
Utter fucking confusion.
But as you guys are kind of looking at these sheep and kind of like, oh, it's so cute, you hear, and as you see the large Afro bull bust through one of the wooden fence and collide with the one that was kind of eyeing it down. And they're just, all you hear is, and you just hear, uh-oh. And you see this man reach in behind his pocket, and he pulls out a Pokeball and begins to just book it towards the fence. What are you guys doing?
Can I run next to him and be like, "Do you need help with this? Because we can help with this."
He's not even paying attention to you.
All right, well, then
Maybe,
I'll tranquilizer.
And
Okay.
I'll send out Vermilion.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting the mood. I'll let the boys out.
Okay. You have a split second to bring out one. Who are you bringing out?
Only one?
Only
All right.
one.
Melody, let's go, baby.
Okay. So yeah, as you kind of throw both Melody and everybody out, you all, and what you can assume is probably Richard, running towards this fence, and you just hear him yelling at these two.
At Bank of Ireland, you don't have to talk face to face. Our mortgage team are happy to talk FaceTime to FaceTime and give you all the info you need. From how to get started to how much to save. FaceTime our mortgage team to talk about a personalised mortgage that's right for you. When you're ready to make a move, we're ready to make it with you. Bank of Ireland. Begin. Lending criteria, terms and conditions apply. Over 18s only. Mortgage approval subject to assessment of suitability and affordability. Bank of Ireland Mortgage Bank trading as Bank of Ireland Mortgages is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Every day we spend lots of time considering our options. Consider AIG, the insurer that will provide savings on great value car insurance. Like right now, we're giving a 20% discount when you buy online at aig.ie/car. Normal underwriting acceptance criteria apply. Minimum premium of €330 plus levies apply. Applies to new AIG direct car customers only. AIG Europe SA is authorised by the Luxembourg Ministry of Finance and supervised by the Luxembourg Commissioner for Insurance and is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland for conduct of business rules.
And they all just kind of like, and they're just kind of bashing heads into each other. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Ooh. Unexpected.
Completely expected.
We're there at the perfect
Okay, dude.
time.
I was startled, dude. I just pet this cute ass sheep.
Let me get pen and paper out. That'll be just easier to do it this way.
What's Oh, wow. Good initiative.
Yeah.
Eh.
So that one is that.
It's Vermilion's first battle.
What a cutie.
Right. I have to use the most useful Pokemon for this. I don't see. You know what?
You're sending out.
I have a question.
Oh, why didn't I let the
I'm thinking about it actually. Should I send out Roko or should I send out Goop?
That's up to you. If I threw out Goop, I would definitely not get him in the middle of this.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Let me
Send
see.
him out onto Vermilion's back, and then he'll just ride in on my steed.
You know what? I'm gonna do that.
He's
I'm gonna bring out Goop.
Worse than
Let me
normal.
see the difference, and I'll just subtract from the roll.
And he has. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, it's a 9.
Okay, so let's do 25 to 20. Off to a great start, boys. 20 to 15.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. 18.
So who did you have out?
Tranquilizer.
So, Tranquilizer. Who was yours, Aaron?
Vermilion was standing.
Okay. And... What's Vermilion's dexterity?
His dex is an 18.
Okay. 15 to 10
11.
for Melody, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a fast girl.
10 to 5. Dang, what did you roll, Zach?
An 8. He rolled an 8.
Well, I rolled an 8, but I was going to bring out Roku initially, and I'm like, no, it'd be better if I brought out Goop. Goop has another one, but I can take an 8. Not that it really changes anything.
Okay.
I'm still dead last.
You are not dead last, actually. Alright, first up is Tranquilizer. So, what you see as you guys are kind of running, you just see these massive bulls that are just kind of smacking into one another. The yellow bull, let's actually go ahead and get a perception check from the four of you.
Like
The trainer. Yeah.
Okay.
26.
God dang, Duff.
Damn.
You get a natural
7.
Okay.
a 12.
24.
24. The two, so both Theo and Clayton, you notice that this yellow bull is a slight bit larger than the other ones that look like it. Its horns are, you can see kind of cracks and stuff that are built within these, that were made within these horns, and where there should be 3 aligned of these gray gems. In the center one is a rainbow colored gem, and around it you can kind of see like burnt fur.
Okay.
So, what's
I've never
Tranquilizer?
seen the Pokemon. I don't know.
I'm gonna try and put to sleep the big Afro man.
Okay. What is that? An intelligence check?
It is a wisdom save
Wisdom.
with a DC of 16.
Oof.
That is a natural 17.
Damn.
Yeah. So as Tranquilizer kind of flutters by and tries to get in front of this bull, its eyes glowing this pink and purple color, this bull is just in full-blown, just mad rage, almost. Anything else that Tranquilizer wants to do?
That's all he can really do.
Okay. It is the Afro Bull's turn. It is going to go ahead and use its bonus action to go ahead and rage. And it is going to... Let's see. Tranquilizer is in its way now. He is going to go ahead and head charge Tranquilizer. And going to go ahead and go reckless. So with advantage.
Okay.
That is going to be 15 to hit? No. 25 to hit, excuse me.
Huge difference right there. It's 10 whole numbers you missed right there.
Because it's a range of 5 feet, but I thought it was a plus 5 to hit, but it's actually a plus 10. So, my bad.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
So is this Afro Bull that's going right now? Is that the one with the gems in its head, or is the other one?
No, it's the other one. You take, not bad, but you take 5 points of normal damage. I rolled really low. As he kind of clocks into the side of Tranquilizer.
Okay.
Vermilion.
Vermilion's gonna run up and try to stomp both of them.
Okay, he can stomp one.
It says up to 2 creatures within 5 feet. Aren't they fighting each other? So wouldn't they be on top of each other practically?
Tranquilizer would be in the way now. Hold on, let me look at Vermilion because
Okay.
I may,
So, like...
I may have worded it weird because I may not have meant that.
Okay, because the description's literally just up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
Let me see. Stop. Oh no, that's just the base description. Like without me putting anything in there, that's just what it says. Like it's actually not an editable thing. It's actually not there.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like that's just what Roll20 puts into there. So it's just a basic attack.
Okay.
Like watch, I can type over it, see, and it goes away.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's why I was like, huh? But no, so yeah, you can stop one person. So it's you target one creature.
He'll stomp the Afro cow bull thing.
Okay.
So that is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 damage.
8 damage. And that's a physical attack, correct?
Yes.
So he'll go ahead and take 4. Yeah, and as Vermilion kind of rears up and just kind of clocks a hoof right into his large afro, he kind of he takes it. He's just pissed, and you can see like just steam kind of coming out of his nostrils and his eyes like bloodshot red and just a mad fury. Anything else Vermilion wants to do?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you see as this bull kind of taking all these hits and seeing everything kind of happen, and he just kind of rears up, and you just hear this utteral cry out as this gem begins to kind of twist and warp, and you hear him kind of scream out in pain as it begins to kind of encompass his whole body, and you see it kind of begin to warp and spiral around. And his form kind of begin to grow and enlarge. You see a very large black mane kind of encompass his body even more. Instead of it being this gray kind of rock stones, they turn to these almost blue kind of opal colored gems that kind of align his fur, and it kind of comes down to a point. The rock plating this small like rock stones on his head begin to kind of grow and form into a steel plating guarding his horns and turning into this very large long metallic mane as it kind of like begins to rear up and just pummel into this bull as well. And that'll hit label for 14 to 7. All right. So yeah, as this bull kind of just rears up and just pummels into the other bull creature, that'll end his turn. Melody's up.
Duff, you're muted.
Once we can get to when the trainers can go, I'll have you make sure it doesn't get missed since we don't have the tracker.
Yeah.
Okay. Melody, seeing the other two go after the Afro guy, She's gonna grab a little bit of sand and see if she can get that sand attack, dude.
On which one?
The Afro boy, dude.
Okay. What kind of check is it?
Dex.
Okay. This is going to be 22.
Oh, jeez. I think that saves.
So yeah, Melody kind of just... and it hits him directly in the eyes, and he's not flinching, though. Is that it for Melody?
Yeah, dude.
Alright, Goop's turn.
How far away is this altercation going?
You guys are like right up on it now. You guys all kind of like ran up at the same time, so it's all kind of happening like right in front of you.
Alright. Goop is going to go ahead and get onto Vermilion's back.
Okay.
As
That's awesome.
as he'll also... Let me double check something before I do this. Okay, he's going to basically have his goop become, to be a little bit smaller, and it kind of becomes, coated with this odd substance as he casts acid armor on himself.
Okay. So yeah, as he kind of wiggles his body, he becomes a little bit more slick and agile. So yeah. So he receives half damage on all physical moves. Perfect. Is that it for Goop?
That is it for Goop.
Alright, yeah, and you see Richard kind of rear back, and as he throws out, you see a very large a large gray and white wool with the very large horns that kind of protrude out. And you see just a very large sheep creature. It looks to be like twice the size of like the small like little baby ones that you see. And you see it kind of going and rearing for attack, and it goes and it actually hits the yellow bull. Let's see, that'll just hit. Where's my other D10?
So, the Afro is the one that ran through the fence, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the yellow one could probably actually beat this thing if it needed to.
Take.
More
Okay.
pack dominance. Woo!
So yeah, so you see as this sheep just kind of just lets out this very large ba and just kind of just collides into the side of this now semi-metallic bull. The trainer's turn.
Yeah, I specifically wanted to see if the gem in the middle that's like glowing and went around it, did it look like the one we like saw with Viper maybe? Like,
With your, I'm gonna keep your 27 as a perception because that was really high. Absolutely.
Okay. That's what Theo was after.
Cool. Anything Clayton wants to do?
No, I think we're good for now.
Yeah. I'll yell out the melody, I guess, that see if she can remove it.
Oh, so you want her to take the gem out?
Yeah, I mean that's what happened. We did with the Survivor and it worked out.
Okay.
We beat that Survivor and then I took it out.
Yeah, but it still calmed it down.
I think it calmed down because we beat it.
Lucas, are you doing anything?
I'll have Blackout jump off my shoulder and get into the fray.
Okay. As you actually go to command Blackout to do so, you see Richard stick out a hand and go, "Don't do that."
Alright.
And he goes, "Too many people and these things are going to get crazy."
You think I
And he
should
goes, "The least amount, the better." And he's not even like paying attention. He kind of looks off at the corner of his eyes and kind of holds him back.
Okay. Okay. Well, do you think I should keep trying to put the one to sleep, or do we just need to try and weaken it?
We need to beat them unconscious.
Okay. There you go.
And he goes, as mean as that sounds, he's like, we have to.
Okay.
So are you doing anything else?
No, that's it for me then.
Okay. And Eric, are you doing anything for your trainer turn?
No.
Okay.
If they don't want any more, I won't bring out any more.
Perfect. Tranquilizer's back up.
He's gonna fly up in the air. That way he doesn't get clocked again.
Okay.
And then
As you leave the space.
Yep. 15 feet is the max range for this attack, so
It's gonna be a 28 to hit you.
that's fine.
And he. Yeah. Let's do this. So. You take 57 points of normal damage as you see this aura of energy kind of emanate from this Afro Bull as he kind of just and unleashes into you. And you can see that he suffered some of that damage as well.
Oh, and that's it for Tranquilizer.
And he'll take 25 points of damage. Yeah, and you can see that this severely hurt him as well, too. Okay. So Tranquilizer's out?
Yep.
Okay. And comes to back to Afro Bull. You see him kind of just focusing on the yellow one. He actually takes a couple steps back and begins to go in for a head charge recklessly at the now steel-like bull for a 29 to hit. He's angry boy.
Good tell.
For 24 points of damage. Math, because I'm good at that. Okay. And that'll be it for him, as they're kind of like locking horns now at this point. Vermilion's turn.
Okay. So the Afro one was the one that took the reaction this round on...
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't have another one?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So Vermilion is going to run back 15 feet.
Okay.
And then he's going to go for a Flare Blitz for the rest of his movement onto the Afro one.
Go for it.
So
Roll a hit.
Is... That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then 2d10s plus 18 damage, fire damage. So I take 9 damage.
Okay. And he receives half of that 18, so yeah, he'll take 9 as well. All right. Anything else Vermilion would like to do?
No, that's it for him.
Okay. Steel Bull's turn. Let's see. Looking at... Yeah, he looks at the bull. Gonna go in for a head smash. And misses completely as he kind of just comes to a skidding stop. As he's kind of getting, you can see his head's kind of like off balance and off kilter, kind of trying to figure out a way to balance all the metal that's on top of his head, and he kind of just barely misses the Afro Bull. But if you guys want to take attacks, Vermilion and Goop can take an attack of opportunity on him, if you'd like. As he kind of stepped back a little bit to go in for a head smash. Oh, Melody can as well. Take an attack of opportunity.
Sure.
I'll do a stomp.
Okay.
Full headbutt.
And Melody digs for a nat 20.
Okay.
I got a
So
20.
you just kind of goes down and comes right back up for a hit.
Right.
15.
15 just hits.
And I got
What was
22.
22 and natural 20. Okay. Let's see. So 6 damage from Goop. Let me do that. How much for Melody?
You done double? Is that you doing it?
Yeah, double it.
So 12 ground damage.
Okay. That's already doubled?
Yeah, it's a d6 plus 3. I rolled 3.
Okay, I just want to make sure. And for Vermilion?
7. Physical damage.
Perfect.
Yeah, dude, Melody's outclassed by a lot at this point, dude.
And Melody's turn.
Yeah. They're up next to each other right now.
Yep. I
She
want to
doesn't
keep
want
in
to
mind
get
of
close
your
to this,
trainer.
dude. Yeah, dude. Say what?
I want to keep you in mind of your trainer ability.
Yeah. You can't do that stuff.
Natural 20s.
Yeah, but you can't do that on reactions.
It doesn't say you can't.
Why would I think about that, dude?
You always gotta ask, man.
Alright.
But yes,
nah.
man.
Yeah,
Treat it as if it was like a smite almost.
Yeah, dude. It's too bad she didn't bite there, dude. Needed the net 20. Alright. She will do that, though. Alright. She saw she got a hit on this one with the gems on the head, so she'll, like, not get up in between them, but, like, go behind it then.
Mm-hmm.
And go for a bite.
Let's go ahead and get your constitution check.
Yes, sir. That is plus 2, so a 14.
That'll do it. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That is a 22 to hit.
That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Alright. I did. Don't. Let me figure out what my hit die is. Alright, so I'm gonna do this little infuse thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So we got 8 dark damage, and as like her mouth foams up, like my
Every day we spend lots of time considering our options. Consider AIG, the insurer that will provide savings on great value car insurance. Like right now, we're giving a 20% discount when you buy online at aig.ie/car. Normal underwriting acceptance criteria apply. Minimum premium of €330 plus levies apply. Applies to new AIG direct car customers only. AIG Europe SA is authorised by the Luxembourg Ministry of Finance and supervised by the Luxembourg Commissioner for Insurance and is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland for conduct of business rules. Every day we spend lots of time considering our options. Consider AIG, the insurer that will provide savings on great value car insurance. Like right now, we're giving a 20% discount when you buy online at aig.ie/car. Normal underwriting acceptance criteria apply. Minimum premium of €330 plus levies apply. Applies to new AIG direct car customers only. AIG Europe SA is authorised by the Luxembourg Ministry of Finance and supervised by the Luxembourg Commissioner for Insurance and is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland for conduct of business rules.
he ends up doing 3 extra damage.
Are you only using one? You can pump as many as you want into it. Again, treat it as if it was like smite.
That's cool. I have 5 hit die, dude. What the heck? Nah, dude. Fuck it. I'll let her go, dude. Yeah, let's roll some more. I dropped my die. Hold on. It rolled off my desk. I don't know where it went. Alright, I'll find it in a second. I'm getting a new D6 out.
Quality content. Right?
Quality content brought to you by the group Critical Hit Moment. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Alright, so I have 5. I'll do. I get half of them back on a long rest. So I'll do 3 of them here. So I can go back up 2 since it's. Yeah. So that's another 11 damage plus 2. So another 13 extra on it.
Perfect. Bam. Okay, yeah, and as you can kind of see Clayton, you're kind of the closest one to Theo. You see Theo reach out his hand, and he kind of yells for Melody, and you see his eyes kind of glaze over in this almost complete black color as this film kind of begins to fill his entire eye. Almost similar to Melody when she kind of goes into her state. Her mouth kind of films over with this like dark black aura. Her eyes turn like almost completely black itself. And she reaches out with these very large pincers, and her maw kind of grows even larger and just snaps into the hind leg of this very large bull. Goop's turn.
Goop gonna use headbutt.
Roll to hit on which one?
I guess the one with the gem. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That is an. Oh, that's so close. That is a 19 to hit, though.
Perfect. Roll damage.
7 damage.
Wouldn't that crit though?
No,
It's a natural 18. It's a natural 17.
Yeah,
This
has
may
to be
be critically hit on a not natural 18 or above.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a natural 18. Yeah.
Oh, grab that +2.
Yeah. The +2. Yeah, 7 damage. Fucking Goop put it in work, man.
There you go. And yeah, Goop kind of just smacks into the kind of side head of this very large bull. Is the Double's turn. He'll see that you guys are kind of taking care of him and focus on Afro Bull. Yeah, and just kind of goes to rear back, and you can see its horns kind of glow in this green color, and just kind of misses this large bull. Trainer's turn. Lucas, if you want, you can throw out another party member.
Alright, let me throw out Blackout.
Go ahead and let's roll him in.
That is a 18.
What's his dexterity?
13.
Okay. Thank you. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna be like, keep it up, Vermilion, you're doing good.
Okay.
How does these bulls look after?
The one that is now covered in like steel on its head looks pretty weak. The other one looks still pretty decent.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to do anything in particular? Or no?
I mean, at this point, Theo would just be looking at Richard, like, worryingly, like, hopefully you know what you're doing, man.
Don't worry, I got it. And you actually see him kind of reach into his side. You didn't see this at first glance, but he pulls out what looks to be like a small gun almost. And you see him kind of load it with 2 different sorts of needles. And he points one at the Afro Bull, and he fires.
Wait.
And that'll hit.
actual tranquilizers.
Yeah, right?
Um,
Oh, if I had tranquilizers, I wouldn't have jumped in.
Right?
That'll be a disadvantage. So yeah, that fails. And you see the very large Afro Bull just kind of and just kind of collide down to the ground. And it's just kind of and it's just breathing heavy. Its eyes are still open and it's just kind of staring at this other bull. And Richard kind of looks over to the other one and just and fires.
Hits his own sheep.
And that barely failed. And you see this one just kind of fires and he just and just kind of in a this one sounds more pained than anything, and you can see that the burn you can see like a burn mark around where that gem is kind of fan out even more and it just kind of collapses, and you can kind of see its form kind of shrink just slightly and the steel kind of disappear and the gem kind of just goes back to a rest. And Richard kind of goes, well, I appreciate the help.
Hey, anytime. Why the hostility between these two?
I mean, I don't really know. I think it's probably has to do with like alpha male and stuff like that. I mean, I've had this bull, and he kind of points over to the Afro one. He goes, "That's a." For those of you who don't know, that's a Boufflant. Just a very angry, aggressive bull Pokemon. Very territorial. Doesn't like, too many people or other Pokemon for that matter. And I kind of just came across this Tauros here. I went out and did some traveling around Lake Osco. And this one seemed to be kind of in the forest, kind of leaning up against a tree, kind of clinging to life. So I threw it in my my pickup and drove it back home and kind of tried to see if I can make it better. Yeah, he just seems to be in a lot of pain, and of course bringing home another male who probably was once an alpha male and kind of just butted heads, and they just haven't liked each other for a while now. I've had them probably 2-3 weeks, and they just this is a constant thing almost. And you can actually kind of see now where he broke through the fence. You can actually see like multiple like piles of wood that is like next to the fence to where he probably uses to repair it almost on a daily basis. He goes, but I've never seen him act and do that. And he points to the Tauros who had like the metal plating mane. He goes, that's 100% new.
Would we know that's what a Mega Evolution is, or is that the first time? That's the first time we've ever seen one.
It's the first time you've ever seen a full Mega Evolution.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know that that's what it is initially. I mean, Dimitri kind of told you about it roughly,
With the
but you know that. But you know of the stone itself, but you don't know that
That's
is
awesome.
something that took place.
From the perception earlier, I'll like look at Lucas and be like, that stand in your pocket, it looks a lot like the one that is in Taurus's head.
Yeah, and he also said he found it pretty much half alive. I wonder if it also got experimented on like my Survivor did.
And he did say he found it near Lake Osco also,
Yeah.
which is where we found your survivor.
I guess I'll pull at that stone and be like, yeah, we got someone I have someone like that on my team who could do that. I've never had him do that or tried, but that they say that when that happens, some crazy stuff can happen. So it's probably a good thing you have these tranquilizers.
I'll like say that Lucas will. Glenny felt a lot nicer with it out. Maybe he should remove it from the Taurus until he figures out more about it as well.
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna be frank. I can't keep him on my ranch anymore. He goes, I either have to send him off somewhere or, unfortunately, put him to sleep. He's too aggressive for me.
I can't.
If you're gonna send him away, do you have any idea where you will be sending him, or is it just kind of a...
It's kind of, I sell him at auction here in the next day or two, and whoever buys him, buys him.
Do you think he'll be able to be sold with that, though? Because that seems a little, dangerous to just buy that.
As a businessman, I'm unfortunately not going to tell people about it because it's affecting my business. So whoever's hands this goes into is up for a nasty surprise. And it sounds like I'm being terrible, but I just need him gone, unfortunately. I didn't know it was going to be like this.
I mean, I don't want to lose you any money, but as we said, we have a Pokemon already that has a similar thing like this. So with us being trainers, we could probably find a way to deal with it. But once again, you said you're going to sell it, so I don't want to take away your profit.
Make a general charisma check.
General charisma. Oh, good. This is my good one.
Oh God.
No, I'm 19 in charisma.
He's like, it actually is.
Yeah, it's literally my best. That is a 13.
He's like, he kind of goes, I mean, I was honestly, I was planning on giving y'all some money for just the help in general. I wouldn't mind floating y'all a little bit of cash for the help, and then you're honestly doing me more good than bad by just taking him off my hands.
I look at Eric and be like, well, I mean, maybe he'd be a good addition to the team.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it looks like that metal plating on his head was kind of the same, metallic structure as Goop. So that would be a shared
just
typing.
Floating on Vermilion's back.
Also, with all the experience that you have with working with Pokemon, I feel like you might be able to figure out how to calm this Tauros down at least a little bit.
Yeah, you're already working on the Onyx.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I do agree. I think I would like to have the Tauros. And I do want to look a bit more into, what this gem means for a Pokemon. Is it harmful? That sort of thing. Just kind of continue that, start that line of work.
He goes, well, by all means, try to see if he'll listen to you. And he kind of steps away, and he kind of holsters his tranquilizing gun.
I am going to go up to the Tauros, and I'm going to. It looks like it's panicking or anything? I know it's tranquilized right now, but
it's completely just stiff. It's just breathing heavy.
I go up to him. I go up to the Tauros, and I basically I'm right where his head is, not enough to be over him, but kind of a little bit back, and I'm talking to him I know it is very confusing about what's going on, and if you wish, I can see if I can help you with the questions that you may have. Obviously, it probably doesn't make anything, but
and as you kind of say that, you kind of gingerly kind of place your hand near the forehead as kind of a sign of comfort, and as you do, you have a flash, and you see liquid completely surrounding you in a very large tank. You kind of are quickly looking around, kind of in a panic, not knowing what's going on. You kind of look over to your left, and you see a very large black constrictor-like snake in this tube, kind of almost similarly doing the same thing as it's looking around. And you see these kind of people in lab coats standing at the forefront, kind of jotting down notes and stuff like that, reading different dials. And I just kind of quickly looking around, you see two figures in the very far back of the room. One man, one woman that look ashamed and almost disgusted as they kind of turn their heads away as everything goes on and your eyes kind of come back to normal.
Man, I'm about to cry. And I'm like, I look up to Lucas. I'm like, it's the same thing.
I thought it might be.
In fact, it was
Yes.
same time. I saw Gluttony.
I'm just gonna shake my head.
With this, I am going to attempt to catch him.
Okay. What Pokeball are you using?
I will actually use my. I'm gonna use. You know what? I was saving this for a special type of Pokemon, but I'm gonna use my Great Ball.
Okay. Yeah, and you kind of, as your hand is still kind of on like the big old mane of this Pokemon, you kind of gingerly tap one of the horns. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
That's an 80.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And you see just as you're kind of tapping, you kind of see like a small trickle of tears kind of roll down this Tauros' cheek as you kind of get the sensation of hope and relief as the ball shakes once, shakes twice, shakes a third. And you see Richard kind of holding his hands on his hips going, huh. But all of your balls start to begin to glow.
Oh, man.
Eric is.
There's a PC center right there. Come on, guys.
I know, but Eric kind of sighs as he'll tap on Onyx's ball.
Okay. And Rocco just all disappears, and here goes. Huh. Well, that settles that. I appreciate the help, and I'll be right back. And he kind of walks inside. So be all free to talk about whatever you so choose.
I'll go.
Is there any way? I think there's any way we could try and fix the fence while he's gone?
Are you proficient with carpenter's tools or any sort of woodworking tools?
But we can try.
We could sure as heck
Try. The DC is going to be higher and it'll be a disadvantage, but you can certainly try.
All right, yeah, I'll go.
I'll do it.
Yeah, let's all just try it. We'll try and figure out how wood works.
So yeah, go for it. Go ahead and make a. I don't even know. Check.
Lowest I got is a 15.
Your hands.
Dexterity?
Yeah, I was thinking dexterity would be fun.
Do I get my +2 then?
Yeah, but keep in mind it's also a disadvantage.
Now, what
Okay,
if
well,
I'm doing
the
all
lowest
the
I got to
lifting?
17
He's doing the
then.
carpentry.
That's a 9.
Oh no,
Oh.
I got a 17.
disadvantage is a bad thing. I got a 6.
Yeah.
I got it.
I feel you.
I got a 6.
What'd you get, Clayton?
12 for disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys are kind of placing in boards, hammering nails, you get maybe a quarter of the fence done by the time he kind of comes back out. And he goes, y'all don't need to do any of that. I'll take care of it. Used to it on a day-to-day basis. And he has some Pokken in his hands, and he hands each of you 25 Pokken.
I can buy another ball.
I just greatly appreciate the help, and taking the burden off my hands and making sure that they didn't destroy my entire farm. Last time it happened, they actually ended up setting out all my wooloo, and I had to go spend like 2 weeks trying to rattle them all up. So I appreciate the help, and hope you figure it all out.
Ask him. The Pokemon you had, is that what is the Wooloo become that?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, it's just a much larger sheep. He goes, "Why, are you interested in one?"
Ooh.
They're adorable.
He goes, "I mean, I don't normally sell my Wooloo," and he's like, "Be willing to part with maybe one of them for." I usually get their wool for about 5 pokin each, so if you want to make it 10 to make it to where I can probably purchase another one, or wait until I have another one, take 10 pokin off your hands if you want one of them.
Wait, I know you're here. I might be back before we leave town.
Yeah, just let me know. And he goes, "Well, I gotta go tend to the kids and the wife now and let them know the situation, but y'all look like trainers, and if you're gonna take on the gym, best of luck."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any pointers without giving anything away, or do you know anything about the gym?
I'm not much of a gym challenger trainer. I just know Jack in passing. I go to his place to get wood for fences and, men in the stable and stuff like that. So if y'all need anything, just let me know. But as far as gym advice, it's way over my head.
All right. Well, I guess we'll thank him and head back to town then.
All right, and as you guys kind of part off, he begins to wave. Where are you guys going?
I'm gonna
I
go
need
to
to go
the
to the
Pokemon
Pokemon
Center.
Center.
Yeah, right.
I have to go to the Pokemon Center.
It's good.
This training place is right behind the center. I guess while we're walking.
And what time is it? Roughly now after all that debacle.
Probably like 3-4 in the afternoon.
Okay. So on the way back, I'm gonna offer up and be like, "Hey, you guys! After we heal, since it's still kind of early afternoon, do you want to kind of like make a plan on maybe trying a double battle with each other, and we'll see who can match up. See what maybe if there's teams that will work together well, and then we can just kind of fight each other in the afternoon."
I just nod my head. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect.
A question for you, Devin.
Yeah.
Because the situation hasn't came up. Would a PC center help with exhaustion condition at all? Or
I'll say yeah. It'll take 1 level away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at 2 right now. That's why I was wondering.
No, I gotcha. Yeah, so essentially the longer that they're in there, the faster it'll go down. So if you want to so it takes about 20 minutes for an actual, for a Pokemon to be healed. So if you spend 20 minutes, it'll take 1 level exhaustion away plus get full health. But if you want to spend extra time, they can take away the second.
Okay.
So.
Good to know.
But, so, as you guys kind of approach back into the Pokemon Center, begin mending wounds, having a new friend, recovering from the absolute chaos that just happened at Richard's farm, that's where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to chat about the most recent episode, be sure to join our Discord, which is linked on our Twitter at @crit_hitmonthly. If you're liking us enough to want to support us with actual money, be sure to check out our Patreon at @criticalhitmonthly. All one word. You gain access to our exclusive after show called In the Wild, where we talk about the most recent episode. But if all else fails, and that isn't something you can do, no worries at all. Just be sure to use the hashtag on any social media, #CriticalHitmonthly, so we can see how much support and love we are getting. Well, I better get going. See you in the wild, trainers. Bye.
Every day we spend lots of time considering our options. Consider AIG, the insurer that will provide savings on great value car insurance. Like right now, we're giving a 20% discount when you buy online at aig.ie/car. Normal underwriting acceptance criteria apply. Minimum premium of €330 plus levies apply. Applies to new AIG direct car customers only. AIG Europe SA is authorised by the Luxembourg Ministry of Finance and supervised by the Luxembourg Commissioner for Insurance and is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland for conduct of business rules.